What happens when an anxious attached person starts to date another anxious attached person? You see, we may want to think that it's going to be a perfect relationship because an anxious attached person, well, they're open to intimacy, commitment, they're great at communicating their needs and their wants. They show up in their relationship, they prioritize their relationship, they're very caring, very attentive, they've got an incredible memory, so you'll get the best gifts because they'll pay attention to everything that you've said. And so we think that if the two can only get together, they're going to have an incredible relationship. What we don't realize is that one of them will feel as the avoidant attached does. They're going to feel scared, suffocated, and they're going to wonder, what's up here? Why is this person being so nice? Why is this person being so attentive? And that makes sense when we look at ourselves as human beings. Now, let's imagine that there is a lion, and this lion has been hurt so many times by human beings. When it finally bumps into a human being who just wants to love it, who wants to take care of it, who sees the kitten in it, the lion by now would be wary. It's going to want to be very careful, very cautious. Now, if that human rushes in to take care of the lion will either freeze out of fear and shut down, or it'll turn and run away. Now, if the human being can be gentle, take its time with the lion, allow the lion its space to do its thing, get a bowl of milk or meat, and leave it out there for the lion, allow the lion its time to come in and feed on its own, then there's a possibility. But let's get into the mind of the lion. Let's get into the mind of the person who's been hurt repeatedly. They're going to be very cautious. You give them a gift, you give them the milk, you give them flowers, words of affirmation very early in a relationship. They wonder, what is this person trying to achieve? What are they trying to do? They don't know me. Why are they being nice to me? And so they're going to be very cautious. But you keep doing that. You just keep being nice without asking for anything, without rushing in. Eventually, that lion's going to come up to the bowl, but it's still going to be careful and cautious. It's still going to keep its eye on you because it doesn't trust you just yet. Now, after some time, it's going to eat from you and it's going to watch you. And now it starts to feel a little safe. It's going to come towards you. But it's still looking out. And if there's anything that human being does to startle that animal, it's going to turn and run away. And it'll take a much longer time to come back. Now, in the dynamic of the anxious attached with another anxious attached, when one anxious attached starts rushing in too much, that anxious attached who has always been with avoidant attached people will wonder, what's the angle here? I'm not used to this. I'm not used to someone being so forward, so caring and thoughtful so early in the relationship. I'm used to having someone come in, give me a little morsel of affection, and then pull away so that I go chasing after them. And so it feels suspicious. Now, in order for us to get out of this dynamic, we have got to learn to heal, or we've got to do our healing and move into a more secure attached space where we can learn to trust ourselves, not trust the people around us. We can always say that, you know what, we trust others to do what's best for them. But we've got to learn how to trust ourselves so that should someone choose to do something that will hurt us, we're going to be okay because we're going to know that we've all suffered trauma. Trauma created us, especially for someone with an anxious or an avoidant attachment style. And we can empathize, we can let go and say, it's got nothing to do with us. We're doing our own healing over here. And so that is why the anxious attached and the anxious attached may not make the best couple, at least in the initial stages of a relationship. Healing to a secure attached space is the best way we could go about creating and forming those happy, healthy, harmonious relationships. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and share it if you found it helpful.